Yaha. Alright. Main screen turn on. Hello everyone. Welcome, welcome. I gotta make sure that the guy is working. Hang on a sec. Make sure the man is working.
Everything by the numbers.
Test.
Italian.
Excellent. Hi everyone. Don't turn off the... Wait. Wait. Turn off that. I'm gonna need to unbind that for today. Hang on. Tyson says, Jesus, did you will this into existence or something? It is pretty funny how I was doing Broken Arrow waiting room last weekend and now here we are, isn't it? Alright, hold on a sec. Let me get rid of these keybinds. There we go. Welcome! To Broken Arrow. Yes. Panny says, unit cam in Broken Arrow, get that first person perspective for your inventories. I'd love that, actually. I'd actually love that. Welcome! I'm gonna caution this. No, not quite Dyson. It's gonna hit PC. I'm gonna caution this straight up right away. For those who are Broken Arrow starving like me, this is not a multiplayer beta. This isn't a public-facing beta available to you guys. And there frankly isn't a ton of content to see in this beta. Well, I'm not gonna call it a beta actually. That was a mistaken word to use. This is a demo. This is a very small demo for the press. Even as someone as ravenous for Broken Arrow as I am, I won't lie for the sake of content. I'll actually tell you as well. I've actually played this content before in a previous long ago time, but you know it was under NDA and I couldn't talk about that content. So I'm playing it again today for you guys, and basically what they've given us here of this press build. I'm not a member of the press, but press and I guess select influencers. So lucky me. Appreciate that from them a lot. Is we have a tutorial to play through, and then we have one of the game's perspective missions to play through, where you play as an armor company, armor platoon, whatever you want to call it, armor company. So we're gonna run through those today. I reckon that'll take us probably an hour or maybe two, if we stretch it. And we'll have a look, because for a lot of you guys, unless you've seen it from other influencers or press at this point, I don't know what they've put out. I don't watch a lot of other stuff, to be honest. You wouldn't have seen what's going on here, so we'll have a run through. And yeah, we'll do that. Again, I'm ravenous for this game, but even I don't think I can probably stretch the content in here much longer than a couple of hours. But that's fine. We'll have a look. Remember the game exists. Enjoy blowing things up in the engine again, and see how we go. Egan says, so basically, Beegs is going to play the single mission of this single-player demo every day until BA comes out and go completely insane. See, if it was Baltisk, I think I could do that. If it was the Marine mission they've released for demos before, I think I could actually play it a bunch of times. And I say I think I could because I did. I did play the Baltisk demo multiple times. This mission is simpler. It's a simpler mission, and it doesn't have as much to replay in it, I think. You'll see. But these are ones they released. Probably as well because this is mainly for the press. I think they especially wanted to release something that wasn't too complicated for the press, and something the press could play, reasonably quickly and compact. So we'll have a go. Tutorial. Okay, so as you can see, we can't do any other kind of play. We can't go to the arsenal and make decks and go to the hangar. We can't edit anything. Blah 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 blah. I cannot change my profile. We can only do these two things here: start tutorial and Tank Russian Highways. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oak says a singular crumb of beer. Yes, we're getting a crumb of Broken Arrow today. A crumb of it. This is like... Well, I was going to say this is like when The Sims is coming out and they give you the character creator, but it's actually not like that. That would be the hangar, which I would play in. Alright, they want us to pick up this guy called Miller, who is bothering this very bold general. Is that Marines? What? No, or is that Army? What uniform is that? Units colors. Your units are blue, ally units are green, hostile units are red, neutral units are grey. You can customize these colors in the game options. That's nice, I don't need to though. Basic commands, select your units of LMB, order movement RMB, double click RMB to follow the roads, faster and road, slower and forest. Yep. WSD, directional arrows to move. Move the cursor to the borders of the screen. Well, I don't play with that really, I just use the middle mouse to move around. LMB and RMB move the mouse. What? They do fucking not, excuse me? They definitely don't. Unless I'm crazy. Middle mouse, move the mouse to rotate. Mouse wheel to zoom. Zoom on the label of the... Yep.
Copy. Relocating.
Alright. Go and pick up the guy.
Next waypoint received.
Have a look around at the tutorial area. Before we get there, have a look around. What's going on? Ah, Black Hawk, my beloved. I love that sound. I want to play MP again. LMB and RMB together. Oh, that's kind of wacky. Sammy would be happy. C-130s. It's nice to see everything again. It's nice to be in the game again, no matter what. I appreciate that. Hey, that's a building I haven't seen before. That's how hungry I am for this game. I'm like, look, buildings I haven't seen before. New archetypes. We had this last time. That was the Airborne's Globemaster, right? I think. What's over there? Oh, I found a way to zoom to it. Nothing. You gotta look around for secrets. Alright. Take me to see the guy. Miller at the Broken Arrow Hotel. What does that say? I have glasses and I can read that. Broken Arrow is a large-scale modern warfare. Oh. There are units from all 3 Baltic states here. With different equipment, different tactics, speak different languages. Creating an interoperable force is a real headache. European units. Unimog. Council Miller, I'm Lieutenant Williams. I'm gonna drive you around. That's about time, let's go. We have to go to the training ground to make sure our equipment is showcased in the best possible conditions. Oh shit, LARP mission? Yeah, what's up, Sammy? It's LARP tutorial.
Roger, we're Oscar Mike.
The whole exercise is a big show, Lieutenant. A show of force for our potential enemies, but also an arms fair for our partners. Which partners do we try to impress today, Council? That's a really good question in today's political climate. That is confidential.
Moving there now.
Bandage says, I know for a fact you're gonna kill that Miller guy. He's gonna start World War IV or some shit. Already shooting range. So like I said, I can't and won't, you know, pretend to not have played this before, for the sake of the content today. I'll just, you know, tell you straight up. I've played this content before. I've done this tutorial, a while back when they had this for us under NDA. And it's a nice little tutorial. Just kind of lets you drive around at your pace, pick the things to do, teaches you how to use the stuff. We already know, obviously, because we played an absolute shitload of the MP beta, and all the betas before. Right, click to give a command. Okay, so it's teaching you, like, direct fire. If you haven't seen the game before, this is a good opportunity for you guys to see how the game works. Get fucked, Ural truck. Press T to open the fire mission, select all your options down here, length of salvo, ammunition, explosive, smoke, or precision guided, and your different modes. If you never got to see this in the game, it is really cool how... Can I pause this so I don't command it? So you can do an AoE like that, you can do a line that goes as far as you want, and they'll split their shots up along this line. I think it's random. I think they'll just, like, go wherever. Or, on the other hand, you can go Creeping Barrage, which is like this, and that isn't random. That goes from here. They split the number of shots. So if you have 3 shots, 3 salvos, right? No, sorry, no. 3 shots in a salvo per vehicle, right? So it's going to be 9 or, you know, 12 total here. But each one's going to kind of hit the same place. Then what you'll end up doing is you go, like, number 1, number 2, number 3. But if you go, like, this, for instance, then you have a shorter area. It'll go 1, 2, 3, right? Or you can, you know, be ridiculous and go... and it'll go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that was Philip, I believe so. Yeah, all these modes were in the last betas. And it's quite interesting. I dabbled with this a bit during the last beta to learn different tips and tricks, because you know me, I'm a fiend for the game, and looking for every edge in the commands. And I was writing some shit down, like, there's certain ways you can do this where, like... How did I do it? I think what we did was, like... Let me see what I did. I think I did it, like, smoke, short salvo with a creeping. You do one, right? So we would go, like... How far is this? What is that, like 1200, I think? What's the range? I can't see the range right now. Let's say that's about 1200, right? I can't tell distances anymore. I need... If I unpause, can I see ranges again? No. Okay. I need a ruler to be able to do this, so I actually can't show you what I was thinking of. But basically, let's say that's like 1200 to the middle, right? So from there to there. So then let's say we do a line of smoke like that. Oh, I don't have any smoke. Well, they won't let me do that yet either. I'm sorry, the fat cats won't let me do smoke micro yet, I'm sorry. Sir, the vehicle must be kept on a safety platform for for shooting platform for safety reasons, said the tutorial. Anyway, I was just trying to show I had basically measured out, like, oh, you can actually see it here, hitting there, and then it's gonna hit the middle, and then it'll hit the back. Basically how to do, like, a really perfect line of smoke that you can line it up with the way the commands work, where, you have smoke that kind of comes down, like, you know Wallace and Gromit, where Gromit's placing the train tracks in front as the train goes onto them? Kind of like that, because smoke only lasts so long. You can have smoke coming down, and then as your units are moving through it, have more smoke coming down as they need it, already all pre-planned, pre-timed, pre-queued, which I was pretty happy with. It's cool the things you can do in this game. You can also do, hold fire, which I started showing in the end of the last beta, but we can show it here as well, where... If your artillery is on hold fire, if you missed this trick during the betas, if you watched this game before, it'll actually sit there, it'll do the aiming first. That's with every unit as well, is when a unit is on hold fire, it will still aim, but it won't fire. And aiming and firing are two different things. So, if we on hold fire now, instant shot. And what's really interesting is you can actually do this again and again. So we can wait, and even though we're still in the middle of the same salvo, well, we can't do it again now because we're done with them.
Alert.
You can then unhold fire again, and do another little shot without having to aim.
New 10.0
Hey, Noah, how you
donation
doing?
from Noyobe for Bentime, speaking for the drones.
Hey.
Finally, we have replenished our ranks after the terrible first beta. Now we can rebuild to fuck its big ol' again, fly little ones FLA for your lives, don't let AKM click on you.
No, I'm kind of the drones. I've never sacrificed the drones for strategic gain. Thank you for the $10, no IO, you are very kind. Thank you so very, very much, appreciate it. How are you? Anyway, it was really interesting in the last betas. Appreciate that very much, Noah. Thank you. It was really interesting in the last betas to be able to do that with hold fire artillery, because for a lot of the artillery pieces, one of the most it doesn't really matter with mortars because they had a quick aim time, but for the bigger pieces like rocket artillery and bigger artillery pieces like howitzers, aim time takes quite a while. And so what I started doing is if I was using a rocket piece, which was rare, but if I would start pre-sighting positions because fuck it, why not? So if I think the enemy's going to move into a building, I would give a fire mission on that building, and then put the rocket artillery and hold fire. And then when the enemy in 30 seconds or so moves their infantry in, all you have to do is press H on hold fire, and you get an instant rocket barrage right in that position, because you've zeroed it in advance. And that's not useful all the time, because if your vehicle's just sitting there doing that, it's not firing anywhere else, so it's kind of useless. But if you're expecting soon, you know, a useful, you know, a fire mission like that to be useful, it does let you catch an enemy by surprise, where they're like, oh, I can sit in this building for 12 seconds because the rockets can't even target me that fast. And they're wrong. You can instantly hit them, which is really cool.
Roger, we're Oscar Mike.
What we got here? This is... Ooh, Pack 3 MSE. Yeah, the laser artillery is really cool, Nero. She is telling us about how to turn your radars on and off to avoid being shot down by... shot up by harms. This is a new Patriot, by the way. I don't remember this. This is actually interesting. Switch the radar on so we can shoot the practice drones. Yeah, no, I will, but actually right now I'm more interested in this. That is a Patriot Pack 3 MSE. That has 12 missiles. Oh, wow. That's actually really good. Again, if you're not into this game already, it doesn't mean anything to you. That's really good for us who are into this game. Yeah, last beta and all the betas previous, US has only ever had a Patriot that at most goes up to 4 missiles. So here's one that has, you can even see the cost, 300. Yeah, other ones are 180. That's 300 for 12 missiles. And they've got multi-target 3 and missiles per target 2. Wow. Woo! Bandit is actually new and not a tutorial exclusive super old model. I don't think so. I reckon this would be actual content if they're showing it off to press and everyone. Damage is probably different? Maybe! That looks like a similar missile. I'm not sure. It has 16 damage, 170 mil heat pen, 65 blast radius. This is funny because this is different when I'm streaming it to you guys. And also I hadn't noticed the Patriot Pack 3 thing before. But now I'm talking to you guys, it's like, oh no, never mind, we can stretch out the content here because we're just going to sit here reading info cards on slivers of units we haven't got to see before. Sorry, I got rid of that. So it can target 3 different aerial targets at once and put 2 missiles in the air per target? That's a fucking lot. That's insanely powerful compared to the Patriot we've had to deal with all the other times. That's... I struggle to try and urge how fucking powerful this Patriot is compared to the ones we've had so far. That's actually nuts. Wow. God damn, man. That is a really good AA piece. It's very expensive, but that is very powerful. I think the range might be a bit lower, 3600 M. I want to say the other Patriot is 4000, but I could be wrong. Ghost's Pack 2 had 21 damage and 225 mm pen. Okay, so the missiles are a little bit less damaging. That's interesting. I feel like those missiles were one-shotting planes, so this one maybe doesn't. That's interesting. So you're trading one-shot potential, but they didn't always one-shot. Forensic says, I didn't realize how broken our starter was till now. Yeah, me neither, right? I mean, I knew, but I didn't know. Let's turn the radar on.
Looking for airplanes.
Let's watch some shit get shot down. I'd like to see that. Oh no, the drones! No IO's donation! Was so prophetic. Oh, they're just getting ripple fired. Good lord. Absolutely fucking obliterated. That was quick, too. Oh, I heard they said publicly, too, that they're working on improvements to the, Oh, no! Don't make me do it! Oh! Don't kill it! Holy shit, don't kill it! Little birds! Oh my god! No, 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 I've been waiting for these! No, I've been waiting for these! Don't shoot them down, let me use them! MH6 Little Bird. I want to click on them so I can see their costs and their stats. Oh, yes. Oh, they're so pretty. Hold fire. Hold fire in that Avenger. Don't you dare. Guy says, yeah, there are people in those target drones. No, no, they're inflatable. Yeah, they're inflatable targets. I'm trying to gauge their mobility. Is this low? No, this is high flight. They seem reasonably responsive. They turn pretty quick. And they gather acceleration fairly quickly. I'd like to know what their low altitude movement would be like. I said that while pushing up the bridge of my new glasses. I feel like I'm a real fucking nerd now.
Roger. Moving to next waypoint. Already
Come here, Avenger.
Good copy. Next waypoint received.
I don't want to do it, but I gotta do it. One shot? Ooh! Now that is interesting! Two interesting things here. One, no flares. I don't know if that's just because it's for the tutorial's sake, or if these things just don't have flares. I don't know if real world Little Birds even have flares. I don't see a dispenser. Maybe real world ones don't even have flares because they're too little. The other thing is that a Stinger missile did not one-shot these, which lets us extrapolate things. I'm sorry, I'm so fucking hungry for this game. Damage 8. So looking at how much that took, I would suspect that they have around 8. I would suspect they have around 8 health, because that's what the weaker units in this game tended to have. And I would suspect that they're alive just because a little bit of armor saved them there. Oh, interestingly, we have a Browning too. Holy shit, that thing actually... Oh, I'm sorry. God, that thing kind of shredded, actually. Did we always have that on the Avengers? I don't remember the Avenger having a machine gun that good, to be honest. I don't remember it sounding like that. That just says someone could fucking die if you'd kill those pilots while not parked on the concrete beagle. I know, right? Yeah, they had a Browning. Yeah, that's a better one, I think. Yeah, I've never... If that's not new, I've never fired an Avengers Browning, clearly, because that's like a real souped-up one by the sound of it. I think before it got turned off, I read, like, M3A or something. Oak says, yes, but the RU helis would kill you if they were in range. They would, yeah. I mean, don't get it twisted. I'm no fool for that. I remember even trying to get the SHORAD Bradleys to engage with their autocannons, but it's still cool to have it for close encounters shit. Like, if you have an Avenger as a cheap platform with 1/2 Stingers and 1/2 machine gun in the woods, if we can kill that quick, that's actually kind of cool. Oh, go on the red, please. So M2 Brandon has a higher fire rate. M3P is his future cyborg. Cool. Let's go and visit the supply center. Meet. Gove says, Kaya was at 8 HP for something comparable to Little Bird. Did they have 8 HP? There you go. That's probably the same for them. Did Kiowas really have 8? I feel like they had... I thought they had 10. I'm gonna go check Impossibly Profane's website. BA Hub. BA-hub.net. This website rules, by the way. Oh, it's also down right now. I'm trying to shill your website, Profane. How can you be taking it down for maintenance right now? It's a really good site. If you're in a broken arrow, bookmark that shit. 10 armor and HP. There you go. Then I imagine Little Birds are similar. Maybe even less armor. I want to know how much they cost. Buying supplies. Yeah, we know how to do this. We know how to do all of this. We buy us some supplies. We send them in. Andrew says, I wish they'd do a UI pass for this game, but I fear they're locked into the hard-to-read minimalism. Yeah, I think they're definitely going to stick with the minimalism UI, 100%. I don't think it's going to change. I don't mind it. What do you find hard to read? I think there's things that's hard to read and could be improved too, by the way. I gave a lot of feedback to their UI last beta. But I'm just curious, what specifically would you change if you could about their UI? Do the Venn diagram of supplies, which actually makes things heal quicker. If we're doing the tutorial, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it in a way that teaches you guys things too, if you weren't there for last time. This actually heals units quicker if you catch them in the Venn diagram of both at once. It's actually useful. You can get up like 3 of them in the same Venn diagram easily, 3 dumps servicing 1 unit, and I use that for artillery that doesn't move, which is dangerous but useful. And helicopter pads, very useful for that kind of shit. I think for this tutorial, though, they want us to put it in the middle or just heal everything, though. Can you show us some inventory? I can show you what the tutorial shows us, but there is an inventory section, yeah. No, they don't seem to have fixed it, Philip, because I was just doing it there.
Someone called for a cab?
Badger says, have you never played the game? I don't know what is a button, what's a readout, right. I mean, you get used to it pretty quick, but yeah, that's fair. That's a fair bit of feedback to give. I don't know if they fixed, like, or updated much the mechanics for those already familiar with the game from last military beta, multiplayer beta. I'm not sure, like, what build this is on, you know? Abrams! Abrams, my beloved. Tank armor is much stronger on the front than on the sides. Here's these armadas that we've used as training targets. Unfortunately, they're only cardboard mock-ups for our training purposes, which does make them exactly like real armadas. They're just explaining how heat rounds are effective at all distances, but kinetic rounds get less powerful the further away you are. You should move closer to the targets to demonstrate the increased penetrative power of kinetic ammunition, Commander. Sure. See, now I'm allowed to move over the concrete. Let's do a proper test of it. What's that over there? Bolt! G-Wagon! You can't fool me, that's just a Marine's stand-in placeholder model. Oh, but this is different. Bolt Vikas. It's gone. That looked different, actually. The Europeans, bro. Oh, they're there again. I want to drive over there and see them. These are like the, for single player content, European units, I guess. Alright, so... Oh, you fucker! Alright, we're good, we're good. Okay, so pick that target. Alright, so here's the damage from afar. Here's the damage up close. Fairly big difference, yeah. Fairly major difference. Pretty big. So if you're playing with tanks in BA, don't forget that proximity for kinetic rounds matters a lot. A great deal. Look at that time to kill difference. Massive. Nice. Oh, do your thing. Send as many targets as you can. Let's see what a Soviet invasion of Europe would look like. Oh god. Fuck it, I'm already here. Kill him. Our tanks benefit from good reverse speed, which is not the case of Russian-designed tanks. Let us move backwards to avoid being overrun while maintaining a powerful frontal armor facing the enemy. I do like that about the Abrams, yes. Oh, we had to reload a machine gun belt. That's cute. I think this game is really pretty. I like watching the explosions a lot. I enjoy myself. Well, this is it. 70 tons of American diplomacy. 70 tons of diplomatic nightmare. I had to explain to the Lithuanian government why they needed to reinforce all their road bridges from here to Poland to support their weight. Sure, but when they arrive, if he stands in their way, she's a tank fan. She's a big tank fan. Let's go drive over and meet the Lithuanians quickly. I guess that's Baltic. Black Hawk. There's little bus stops. It's nice that this game thinks about, you know, mass transit like that. The advantage of not being American developers. Bolt Giliznis Vikas. Oh, I'm so sorry. Just coming into Europe and I'm fucking everything up. Have you guys got your own models? No, you're like placeholder models. Green Army men.
Roger, we're Oscar Mike.
Hello? These look like their own models though. Vikas. Gilizinis, Vikas, and Vikas. They're like little Arma 3 things. Cursed European IFV.
Roger, moving out.
Go say hello to the G-Wagon as well. Yeah, just straight through the fucking fence. I'm American, I don't give a shit. Oh, I don't give a shit at all. Oh, they're doing like little marching. That's cute. That's cute.
We stop right there.
Baltic M113s. Hello, hello. And yeah, these are like the fast action marine technicals they've used as placeholder models here. You don't get to see an actual G-Wagon.
Roger, we're on the move.
What's next? Helicopter.
Already there.
Helicopter, helicopter. I see no other
Moving there now.
Baltic allies to view here. Alright. Also, I just realized that my soundtrack is on the same thing over and over. My bad. That was not intentional. Minimize that. Here we go.
Humvee reporting in.
I can speed this up too.
Relocating.
Okay. Chinook. Helicopters are really impressive machines. Too bad they're so noisy. Our pilot's ready to take off. You want to hop in for a ride, counselor? Certainly, it'll be a nice change from those little private little helicopters that fly like cabs. Bougie motherfucker. Cargo helicopters can... Wait, no, I flew in helicopters as a kid. I can't say that. Helicopters... Yeah. Transport infantry and supplies and vehicles. One of our vehicles broke down during a maneuver exercise. Let's go and recover it with our helicopter. Waka 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 waka. Oh yeah, I'm on it. I'm already on it, buddy. Yeah, I agree, Hrenska. I think there's going to be a map editor for the game, eventually. Definitely a scenario editor, and I think they're going to do a map editor eventually, too, I've heard. I think I hear some new voice lines. Oh, the ramp comes down when it has cargo inside. That's interesting. How to get demo? I'm sorry you can't get this one right now. It's a press and influencers build. It's completely unfair. This small amount of content as it is, but this is content that's kind of like invite only. I apologize on behalf of how unfair that is for you. Release this to the public. Release it all to the public, in my opinion. Yeah, I know, Banzer. Get the invite for us? I would if I could. There's no MP though, and there's not too much single player, so you're not missing out too much if you just watch it though, Hababa, don't worry. I know that's fucking cold comfort though, I know that's doesn't mean anything when you're a person who can't actually play it though. I will do my best to be your, your puppet to watch this through for however long you're here. I think they said just go gun these trucks down. Tuscany says, release the game now, early access about instantly. Yeah, they've said no early access at all. Which, you know, good for them, they've stuck with that the whole way through. They've said no early release of the game, so they're going to 1.0 release it. Good for them. Not a lot of games do that these days. They have a very big commitment to, like, having this release in the right state. That is a good thing. Good for them. the congressman is, like, gunning trucks down. This has got those GAL 21s on. Pretty impressive with someone who never shot before. What do you mean? He's American. Of course he's shot before. I didn't have that much fun in a long time. You should know how to entertain, Lieutenant. You should come work with me. With you and my team, get this contract signed to be a breeze. Plus, you wouldn't have to work with this grumpy old man anymore.
Flying there now.
Thank you for the proposition, but I'm currently tied to my present assignment. I see. Well, think about it. However, game assumes the commander's a man. Ooh, cancelled. Ooh, get him out of here. No, actually, I think they're not doing that. I think they're talking about the bald guy who hasn't shown up for a while. What's his face? The.
Good copy. Next waypoint received.
Sorry, I'm laughing because they had voices in for these guys last time I played them that were very placeholder, and I'm laughing thinking about the bald general's voice. Which they've taken away for good reason for a public-facing thing. It was all dev placeholder voice stuff, but it was really funny, and I miss it. Oh, ATGM testing ground, let's go. So this is where they explain the overkill mechanic as well. To avoid wasting missiles, gunners communicate their targets to each other, and they will switch target mid-flight if they're both on the same target to make sure they're not wasting their missiles. Now, as I was saying, we got some news about this overkill mechanic, because it is cool for that, especially when you're shooting trucks, but there was downsides to the overkill mechanic in the last MP beta. All of you who played will remember how, you know, your interceptors would not fire enough missiles at each other to kill, because they wouldn't account for missiles missing or being decoyed or intercepted. So when you're doing seed work, not that seed needed any help, but seed would not fire enough missiles sometimes, anti-seed AA would not fire enough missiles sometimes, and it was all a freaking thing. ACGMs wouldn't fire enough at tanks sometimes because they wouldn't account for laser APS. Anyway, supposedly we've publicly heard from the devs now recently, they must have done an interview, or on that live stream they did on the 26th, I think, that I didn't catch. I believe they've said that there's going to be a toggle for that in the game now, so you will be able to... Manual attack orders will override that, I think, and there'll also be a toggle so that just at all times your units... Oh man, my monitor is freaking out again. If my stream goes off, I'll be back. My computer's being weird. Anyway, you'll be able to toggle that behavior off, which is really nice, because that made things a little bit harder than they needed to be during the last MP. Boof does tow work in this version? How do you mean? Guys are trying to switch their targets mid-flight. Oh yeah, and then we get recon vehicles to... Oh. Is that because I paused, or is that because my computer's having a hard time right now? I think my computer might be about to crash. I apologize. The graphics are fucking up. I will be back if my computer crashes. Didn't top-down missiles not work last beta? They kinda did. You're thinking of the javelins. That's a new up armor package? Yeah, there it is.
Armored transport reporting in. Roger. Moving to next waypoint.
Alright. Come over here to the infiltration course, and then there's only the CQC training center left. Oh boy. Yeah, drive through that fence. I see nothing happen here. What's going on? It's a good sign, sir. Our troops are exercising their camouflage skills here. They try to reach the target area undetected. Stay away from the hostile patrols, stay in cover as much as possible, and sprint to move across the open areas quicker. Recon units are specially trained and equipped to be remain as discreet as possible. They have a reduced visual thermal electronic signature that makes them harder to detect. Electronic signatures, they refrain from posting geolocalized selfies during the mission. Impressive. Holy shit. Holy shit! Wait a minute, what? that was fucking brutal out of nowhere, Broken Arrow. Good lord! Jesus! Your units are more stealthy when they're inside forest or buildings. Line of sight. Oh, look! On their UI... Sorry, not on their UI. On their preview picture, the Lost Tool has ranges now. But it doesn't in-game yet, which is kind of funny. But apparently they also said they want to do that, so I guess that might be in the works of having ranges on this, which would be really fucking good. Also, I just realized I subconsciously show that I have played this content before, but the NDA thing, because I realized, even though I was excited to see this for the first time, I glossed over the fact that we just had strikers, by the way, which I just remembered are not a thing that we, the royal we, have seen yet. I should have looked at their stats more. Shit. Well, strikers exist. We know strikers are coming as well because tomorrow, or actually I think in a few hours, there's a video. I can replay this mission if anyone really wants to see the striker stats. There's a video coming for announcing the Striker Brigade as the 4th US specialization. So that'll be pretty cool. I wouldn't mind checking their stats again. I might quickly jump back to these guys after we're done with the tutorial. Andavira says, Beagle, have you heard about Sea Power, which is a war game about naval warfare between NATO and Warsaw Pact? I have, and the only reason I haven't tried it yet is because everyone keeps saying that, like, the flight operations are still really bugged.
Give me a target.
Man, what is going on my second monitor? I'm just gonna try to reseat my second monitor's cable. 1 second, guys. Ugh, hopefully that fixes it. Yeah, anyway, I want to try Sea Power as soon as the flight operations aren't bugged. So as soon as I hear that, I'm in. But everyone just keeps telling me, like, no, like, let it cook more.
Counter-sniping.
Let it cook, let it cook. Okay, we have to infiltrate past the Striker ICVs. I think Strikers are actually going to be fucking cooked in the game. I think, no, sorry, cracked, not cooked. Modern parlance. I think they're actually going to be great. Go!
Like ghosts. We move in silence. Copy. Infiltrate.
You can speed this shit up, I think.
Moving quietly.
Oh god.
Moving silent.
Oh god.
Infiltrate.
Okay, we're in.
Infiltration underway.
Super speed sniper course.
Stealth mode. Copy. We're moving in silence. Standing still.
Oh, I see when I was meant to go. That's okay, we'll just wait till this one does a little bit of a drive-by. Oh, it's not coming down here, easy. Philip says, lighter vehicles felt kind of mediocre last beta MMO, died too much to be useful. I really like them, actually. I really came around on them. I was a big fan in the end.
Infiltration underway. Copy. We're moving in silence. We move in silence.
Depends how light you mean. Like, I found a use for pretty much all of them, I think. Like even Humvees and shit like that. You know, definitely had their place. I mean, we all... I assume, for those who were there, we remember America's greatest hero, the minigun Humvee.
On the move.
I assume no one would forget about them.
Infiltrating.
God, that minigun Humvee that held Clypedo when even Cadia would have broken.
Moving silent.
The Humvee that costed the enemy 5,000 points. Well, it looks like we have hide-and-seek champions. We sure do, bud. Stealth Parkour End is captured by your team. They call it Stealth Parkour.
Ready.
Logo says, so if this is the press release version, does that mean you get to bully games journalists? Oh, that would have been great if the press version for this game was multiplayer, but only journalists are invited. No, sadly, it is just a couple of, like, short single-player bits of content.
Troop transport reporting
That's a
in.
great idea, though. What's being built here? Nothing. This is close quarter training area. Infantrymen use these buildings to simulate urban combat. Yeah, buddy. You gotta have a little war game here with Rangers, baby. Take a look. Oh yes. Oh, and we get to see a Striker ICV. Cool. So let me take a look at the Striker first. So we've got Striker ICV, 14 health, 9 seats, which is pretty good for a vehicle that is wheeled and goes 100, and only cost 40. Wow. I mean, I guess that's not that great, because you can get Bradleys for, like, similar if they're not upgraded, but that's still... The fact that it's wheeled like that is pretty good. I guess the Marines ACV was 13 for 45 or 40 or something. I guess it's not that good, but it's still good. It depends what upgrades they can get, too. The big thing about the Striker, because I'm hungry enough that I've looked up real-world technology of the US forces to get ready for what we're going to get with Striker Brigade and stuff like that. And the thing about the Strikers is that they're very, very modular in what can go on top, right? Like, I think there might be, like, an AA Striker. I don't think there's an autocannon Striker, but there's a Striker MGS, and there's Javelins on top of Strikers, I believe. So I feel like what we're going to get with the Striker is a lot of modularity. Like, I feel like it's going to be very cool, because you're going to get a pretty good, fast, reasonably protected, 14 health, reasonably protected unit, even at base. And then it's going to get a slat cage on it, because that's a real-world Striker thing, slat cages. The slat cages are really good, if they're anything like the ones that the M113's got in the last beta, for providing all-around protection and being very resilient to enemy artillery. So these will be very hardy transports against indirect fire, like artillery like that. And then if you can stick, like, stuff like Javelins and maybe even AA and stuff on top, I don't know if they would get active protection, but if they do, like, you could probably do a lot with these things. Like, do Strikers in real world get active protection? Do they get, like, lasers and shit? Like APS? Spiegel says, dying BA Watcher is given 5 more months of nourishment. Somebody says no. Well, there you go, yeah. I haven't heard of that either. No, I haven't heard of active protection for Strikers. Oxys is a 105mm cannon striker. Yeah, the MGS, right? Yeah. So, Striker Brigade, I imagine, it's going to kind of be like when we did the Humvee crap, where we had a Humvee for every occasion, but instead we have a Striker for every occasion, and I think that'll be very interesting. Anyway, so we have Striker ICV there, and then we have motherfucking Rangers. What's this? RSOV. Go look at the transports first. This is just like a little car. Same price as a Striker, which is curious, considering it looks like shit. 14.9. Oh, it's got stealth, that's why. If you ever can't tell why a unit costs so much, it's because it's got some stealth on it. That's got 1.25 stealth because it's a recon vehicle. 3,500, so I believe that's quite close to the... This is very similar to the ISVs that were a similar price. Except this has stealth, I don't think the ISVs did. But those are the airborne transports that seated 8, I think? 8 or 9. But this is airdroppable, power droppable, doesn't weigh much. 130, good speed. Depends what his off-road speed is too. How big are Ranger squads? Let's find out. Let's look at what people actually care about here, which is Rangers. 70 cost for 9 guys. That's already good. That's Airborne was 75, but they had those really good new... What's the caliber? 5.7 rifles, or is it 4.6? You know the new ones, the spear and all that? They had those. These guys do not have that. They don't have suppressors even, I don't think. They have... Saltmons. They have M4... a couple of not underslung grenade launchers, actually. A couple of handheld grenade launchers. A couple of M249s and a RAWS. 6.5, damn it. Ah, 6.5. God, chat is great for that. Wait, hang on. Before I read more of this, Cyborg says, there is an autocannon striker called the Striker Dragon with a 30mm cannon and the M-Shorad with Hellfires, Stingers, and a 30mm cannon or a version of a laser. Well, there you go. So there'll be AA strikers as well. That sounds pretty cool. Sounds like a wheeled Bradley. Very interesting. No, it's 6.8, not 6.5. Oh my god. Anyway, the Rangers here, they're airdroppable, power droppable. 1.75 stealth. Wait, what? That can't be right. No, that is right. That's all infantry at 1.75. Sorry, excuse me for a second, I got excited. I forgot all infantry at 1.75. That's normal. Don't worry, that's normal. And I think 8 armor is the normal armor, not, 10, I believe, was for shock troops. Okay. I actually see a 6.5mm gun there. The MJ338, is that... No, is that 6.5? I'm not sure. So you got the Rangers for 70, which, on paper, they look like probably worse than the Airborne, except for getting an extra guy. Airborne only got 8, I believe, not 9. But they get the RAWS, which is a upgraded CG by the look of it, Carl Gustav. 500 meters range, which might be longer, I think, than the 475 or 400 other squads get, maybe. 6 rounds for it. 450 heat pen, which isn't bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. 8.5 damage, it looks like. So, this is... Oh, it's 338? Oh, MG338, MG.338. Right, it's in Lapua Magnum. Good lord. I'm not familiar with that caliber at all, except that it is big. It's like the AWP round. This is interesting because this squad is the first US squad I think I've really seen that goes by the Russian style of infantry, which means it'll suck. No, it means, usually with US squads like Marines and Airborne, I'm pretty sure they all have disposables spread throughout the squads. You have like 6 AT-4s or something on the Marines, and they kind of ripple fire them. The Rangers here don't have a bunch of disposable, they just have one RAWS launcher. Which I think is worse. Because you're not going to ripple fire as quickly, right? And you still only have 6 rounds. So this is interesting. I wonder what this squad is, like, going to be good for. I guess just you'd have to compare the weapons to the others, but having the extra guy, I guess, helps. And I gotta turn the music down a little bit. Then you got a Rangers AGL, which is 75! Oh, because you get 2 of them, is that... I think the normal AGLs only get 1. I think the normal AGL squads that cost like 60 only got 1, I guess. Change launch armor and load up, maybe you'll be able to, yeah. So I guess these guys cost a lot because they come with 2. There's also 6 of them. That's actually a really big squad. That's 4 rifles and 2 AGLs with 30 health and 6 guys. That's quite a large squad for a weapons team. That's massive. And then you get Rangers Javelin. Oh, and these guys come with 1 Javelin, 2 of these Lapua Magnum machine guns, and 4 M4s as well. I do wonder if the Javelin has been fixed now. I want to test it out here. 10.5 damage, 1500 meters range. This is a better Javelin than we had in the last beta, I think. That's the Javelins we had were 1300. This is longer. Phillips has only 4 ammo, not much staying power. Yeah, I've been complaining about that for a while. Broken Arrow has a problem where they've made everything take longer to kill. So a tank that would take 1 Javelin hit to destroy in real life takes 2 or 3 in the game. The problem is, that's good for gameplay, but the problem is they then need to double the ammo that a squad would be carrying from what they would carry in real life, because now you need double the ammo to be effective in your role, right? So, yeah, I know, Cyborg. So yeah, that looks like that hasn't changed. Alright, well let's get this shit in there then. So, Striker ICV. Striker... How many you guys carrying? 9. Okay. RSOV. Are we going? There we go.
Pedal to the metal.
Javelin.
Moving out. Roger. We're on the move.
Oh, fuck that shit. What's the recon you have? None. No recon. They have not given us any such things.
Reconnaissance is good to go. All asses dismount. Everyone dismount. Let's back out. Roger. Moving out.
Bring me more rangers. Okay. That bodes very well. That... Branches are just marine voices? It can't be marine voices because they said hua, not ura. That javelin looks fixed. Because that just went up and over this building and hit even after they got into cover. I think that's good. I need to check it by getting in a building. Or getting out of a building. Wait till I get to shoot this one, hang on. Oh, it's gonna get bodied. It's gonna get bodied anyway.
Check that building. Strikers ready for combat. Heavy weapons here.
Come here.
Get your gear. We're moving out. Go, go, go.
I need more help.
Rangers here. Good copy. Next waypoint received. Troop transport. Standing by.
Nah, I can't see. I can't tell like that.
Rangers under fire. What are your orders?
Them's fucked.
Roger. We're off your mic. Rangers incoming.
Ow.
What are your orders? They got us surrounded again, the poor bastards.
Oh, I think I couldn't smoke in the building there.
In combat. Requesting orders.
What are those attacking? We have Bolt Easti Keitsilit. Europeans are so funny. Reservists. Oh, look, a G3! And a real Carl Gustav looking Carl Gustav. They're just laying down on the train operation, gang. That's a Green Army, man. It totally is. That's something that we're seeing here. Yeah, that and M13s. Yeah, you can no longer smoke in buildings. Interesting. Makes sense. Makes enough sense. I feel it. Ah, yes, training explosives, yeah.
Look alive! Get in that vehicle! Roger, we're Oscar Mike. Recon vehicle is good to go. Recon vehicle standing by. Recon vehicle ready.
Banjo says, it's 2025, you haven't been able to smoke in most buildings for a while now. That AGL is mulching. Yeah, I mean, there's 2 grenade launchers, that's massive. That is very powerful. Thank you, Rangers.
Someone call for a cab?
Just getting new infantry and getting the Rangers in general, just Rangers spotted, is that a Rangers reference, is cool. Hey guys! Let me look at their models. They kind of look like the Airborne. Look at their little Sopmon M4s. Why are they moonwalking? I don't know, they like got out of the thing too early, hey. This one's got like little Airborne style shit on his helmet. Little like grass cover. Look at AGL. Where is AGL?
Weapons team ready. Squad, move out.
This guy's just chilling. That must be the guy who carries the AGL around. Yeah, that's definitely the operator of the AGL, these two. Guys, your gun's all fucked up. That's a good show, Commander, but it demonstrates one thing. Our allies are not ready at all to defend themselves. Had it been the Russians in front of them, they would have been slaughtered. Failure is a part of training, sir. They're only reservists. They'll continue to drill. I'm not here for these trifles. I've got a major fighter jet contract to attend to. Oh. Oh. Cypher's back. Take a seat, Miller. I'm in charge here. Bitch! What's on the menu, chef? Huh? Kitchen reference? We'll start with a classic close air support mission of good old A-10s. Ah! A-10s spotted. Like in 91, the good old days. Shut up, Miller! Sorry, I don't know why that caught me off so good. Yeah, reformer detected. Oh, good old A-10s, just like the good old days. Shut the fuck up! Fuck you! Alright, A-10C Thunderbolt 2. A-10 spotted. 15 armor, 20 health. I believe 20 health was standard for jets, I think. 20 might be on the higher end, I can't remember. I think it was standard, I think it was 20. 15 health is up though. I believe it was 10 for jets, if not lower. So, obviously a bit more armored. Which matters because a lot of the AA munitions, you know, don't have a ton of armor penetration. We have a Galway Avenger, which has 75 heat pen, which isn't bad. I mean, obviously that'll rip through any light vehicle, just annihilate it. 2,000 meter range with about 1,200 rounds, 2.25 damage per shot. And that is, you know, a good amount. And I think that's a 2 meter shot spreading. And then you have Hydras, which we've had before, and Mavericks we've had before as well. The speed of the thing is 250. Oof. To be expected. This is the problem of the A-10. It does have its own laser guidance, though, which is interesting. It has 15 flares, 5 ECM, and its own laser guidance pod. What's its detection like? 5,000, but that's only against other planes. So this thing won't even see other jets coming before it's being fired on, by the way. Like, this thing by itself doesn't even have the radar to see, like, BVR shots coming at it. This thing will not see enemy jets until 5K, as I believe what I'm being shown there. Or maybe jets are easier to see, and it's helicopters that won't see till 5,000, but either way. Is 5K good? No. No, the A-10 is not good at most things you would like a modern airplane to be good at. It is good at flying slow and low and blowing shit up with, you know, its cannon and other things, is what it does. Yeah, I know, the Puja, I know it is. I apologize to you. Count Baffrey says, of course, the first time we get a broken arrow stream in months and my crackhead neighbor set off the smoke alarm. Do you need me to go back and play the tutorial again, Baffrey? Do a second run through? Lambda says it's 290 points. That's pretty cheap, isn't it? No, it's not. I guess for some... Well, okay. For something that's bringing 6 Mavericks... No, still not really. I'm pretty sure you could get a Harrier for less money than this. That also couldn't afterburn. I'm not saying this thing's gonna be bad. I'm just, like, answering questions. My problem with anything that couldn't afterburn in the last beta was that it was just dead on arrival because it couldn't evade AA. This thing is slower and doesn't have an afterburner, so this is going to be interesting. Holy shit, it's like a fucking global hawk. Look at this thing! Right click on an enemy unit to order a strike in its position. Or do a strike order. God, it's slow as fuck! Put your gear up, man! You'll go faster! Put your gear up!
Blind the coordinates.
Yeah, it's like a drone. It's like a drone, but you get the advantage of getting to kill a US Air Force pilot when it goes down.
Proceeding as frag.
It's almost hovering. It's very slow. And this is one of the things I really like about BA, is that through its mechanics, the game does not aim like to be like, oh look, we're the squad of RTS games, like we're so immersive, or squad's a bad example, but like it's not trying to be like, sorry, realistic or anything, right? Like it's got plenty of gaming mechanics. But it does have quite a lot of immersive mechanics as well. It does have quite a lot of immersive stats. You know, it does go pretty hard on that kind of stuff. Anyway, the interesting thing about Broken Arrow is, I think, more in the grander strategy, is that not just the minute-to-minute, like, oh, this gun fires this fast because it fires this fun in reality shit, but in the way they've done their game mechanics, their meta, their game modes even, the game and their maps, the game relies a lot on, like, not relies a lot, but it inadvertently kind of teaches you things that are important in real-world military operations which games of its ilk generally don't care about at all, like logistics. And one thing where that's going to matter a lot is for a thing like the A10, where in a lot of games the A10 is like, cool, colon, whoa, A10, sweet. BA is an RTS where you actually really have to give a shit, because the maps are so big, that this plane is slow as fuck. Like, let's say your air spawn is here, and the threat is here, and you call this thing in. Like, a whole generation of gamers are about to learn that the A10 actually kind of sucks shit in a peer conflict, right? Like, it's good, it's interesting. It's interesting to actually see, like, the drawbacks of some of these systems actually matter in a game of this scale, and a game of this genre, because this is F-35 propaganda. This game is then now why I like things like the F-35, because it's like, oh, it turns out being able to do multi-role, multiple things at once, and be really fast and stealthy are actually all really good things. This stream sponsored by Boeing. Banjo says, I thought he was going to say an entire generation of gamers will be born before your air support arrives. Oh. No, I take it back. Double the A10 budget. I take it back, actually. Sorry. Sorry, I actually take every single stupid thing I ever said back. That was great. Wow, that was actually great. That fucking ruled. That didn't work that good in the last beta. I don't think. Remind me, chat. I don't think close air support with Mavericks worked that well in the previous beta. That you just like right-clicked once and it just killed everything. That was fucking sick. That is a nice improvement on the strafing run there by the look of it. Yeah, A10 is amazing at shooting lines of trucks that aren't shooting back. I thought we knew this. It's true. But it made it look really cool. Anyway, that was kind of fucking awesome. I did enjoy that. Can we please, like, gun something? Scouts, who are you? Oh, is that some fucking US Army spotted? Are these my Cav Scouts? No, they have a... That's not a Javelin, it's an AT-4, right? This is a new unit. Look at the size of those backpacks! They're like frogs! These must be like Striker Scouts or something. I bet if I zoomed in enough I could see like a little armored cavalry patch on them. Anyway, strafing run please. Go and shoot these logs. I want to watch the gun again. That was fun. Oh man, your wheels be going somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out how to use these fucking things in MP, I'm sorry. This is fucked. I'm not even saying they're gonna be good. I'm just saying I understand Sammy now when Sammy is like, I've got to put the C-130 in every deck. I want to hear it one more time, but from here, because it sounds like they've got a different sound for when it's coming compared to when you're behind it. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that. I do. I do. They knew. Can't sounds like a microwave. Alright. I want.
Turning to new heading.
Bombing. Bombing run works similarly to strafing run. Right click on an enemy or use the order to find a rotation to strike. But guys, we could make the A10 useful in multiplayer, don't you think? I don't know, guys. Like, what if it was like, what if the enemy? Let's say the enemy has no anti-air in the area, right? For like 4 to 6 kilometers, there's actually 0 anti-air that the enemy players have brought. And then let's say we bring the A10 in because, paradoxically, even though they have no AA, they have a ton of ground units in the area. And then let's say that we use the A10 to gun them and loiter for a long time. Perhaps bringing in an AC-130 gunship at the same time, if you will, into the same battle space. Perhaps it could be good, guys. I'm just saying, you know, maybe we shouldn't throw the A-10 out with the bathwater. It could be good.
Bomb run confirmed.
He said cokefully. Oh, I would actually be sick on the river crossings, you're right, on, Kaliningrad, yeah. Boom.
Strike complete.
That sounds punchy.
Back to home plate.
Back to base with you. Nero says, can the A-10 main gun target helicopters? I see potential use there. Oh, that's a really good idea, actually. I mean, it's not very good because I think the helicopters could outrun it. But other than that, I do like that idea. Maybe we get an A-10 with sidewinders on the sides. Alright, Commander, send in the F-15X now. Finally! The F-15X with JDAM.
Flying the coordinates.
Right click on the target to order an attack. Click on a laser ability, then validate on the target the bomb. That's nice that they made it so you just right click. I think it might have worked like that before too, though. Bomba! Goodbye. That looked like an animated movie file explosion. I feel like that's new.
Inbound.
I don't know if I like it or not.
Going for effect.
The reformer general is talking about how
Changing course.
drones can't win the war yet. Yeah, I was off target.
Proceeding.
Yeah, I feel like that's new, that like smoke cloud effect.
Roger, flying there.
And I don't like it.
Solid copy. Air support mission.
Actually, I think it looks worse. Like, all of that is normal, but when... Yeah, it's fine when it's smaller, but when it's bigger, it's like really noticeable. I don't like that, actually. I don't think that's an improvement. Send in the second F-15 commander, this time to demonstrate its air-to-air capabilities against drones. We have potential buyers for dozens of these planes. Make sure these drones are shut down nice and clean, Commander. Well, you only gave me 6 AMRAAMs. Rami Miller, we're here to defend these people or sell them weapons. Selling them weapons means they can defend themselves. Teach a man to fish. I just make sure they buy from the right bait and tackle shop.
Flight plan updated.
Monkey 7 Shadow. They must have a bug in this build where the gear doesn't go up on planes. This isn't normally in.
Turning to new heading.
I missed you, F-15s. F-15s, come home. Let me play MP again!
Changing course.
Yeah, it is sick, Lander. This game is sick. There's one more drone, Commander. Finish it.
Inbound.
I missed it again. I gotta do it again.
Proceeding is frag. Flying the coordinates.
Yeah, when you go afterburners, it is really sick in this.
New bearing set.
Corsair? But guys, that's a Russian type of drone. Damn, we've got a problem. I lost confirmation from the airbase and they sent 3 drones as a plan, not 4. Oh shit! Don't tell me we scratched some civvies who can't read a map. No, it was definitely UAV. Goodbye, little drone. And that's the tutorial. I do not get to click on the results for history here. Uh-oh, indeed. Guys, it's almost as if there's a purpose for the entire Russian side of the armory in this game. So that's it. That's the tutorial, so that's half of it. Now there is one single-player mission, and then that's it. So after I play this single-player mission here, that's all the content in this press demo. But yeah, I mean, the tutorial's fine. You know, if you've never played the game before, it shows you what to do, gets you into it. For those of us who have played the shit out of this game before, there's obviously not a lot for us there, not a lot of meat on the bones, but at least we get to see some of the new units, a little bit of a cope about getting to go like, oh look, Pack 3, Patriot, and Little Birds, and stuff like that, so that's cool. And then also knowing ranges and stuff are in as well, which also makes the, you know, is it even a rumor anymore at this point to say that SOCOM is the 5th US spec? Is that even a rumor at this point? I feel like that's just like 99% confirmed about being confirmed, right? Like, I think that's like the worst kept rumor from the devs of this game, that you know, we're seeing special forces as a US spec. So, because I imagine it's the Rangers, as everyone has been suspecting for ages, that Rangers are the infantry arm, the main grunt infantry arm of the SF spec. So, also nice to see that as well. No, you can't do none of that, Boofus. This is a very limited slice for the press. And for me, apparently. So, now we're going to do the tank rush on the highway mission. Wow. What shall our spec be? The Coast Guard? Alright. Approaching the border, we have received reports of Russian troops establishing defensive positions along the highway. It's your favorite map, everyone. Frontiers. Don't give them time to reinforce their positions. Come on, move quickly and secure the first point rapidly. This is the MP map with a long highway on it. Before I play this, I want to alt-tab and just check. When does that Striker video come out? It might already be out. Let me click it. Premieres in 10 hours. Oh no, okay, it's not for ages. In 10 hours, the Striker Cavalry Specialization trailer comes out, so that'll be fun. The comments on this video agree with how I feel. I want to play Broken Arrow so badly, it's killing me. I want to play the game, we need a new beta. I agree, I need to get next MP beta. I need it. BTB says, oh god, the power drop means from the first MP playtest. Yeah. Alright, so we have a limited, you know, amount of deck here. We've got Recon Bradleys with Cav Scouts. We've got M284 Bradleys with Mech Riflemen. SEP Trophy, Abrams, M234 Bradleys, MCVs. No new units here. This is all stuff we know, right? You got Shurads of Hellfires. Standard kind of stuff. Amusingly, just like with the default decks, awful supply options. Just absolutely garbage supply. The only thing we've got here... Are we just playing purely armored, I guess? That's why. The only thing we've got is the fucking little gremlin trucks. These things are horrible. I want to send some babies home. Do I get money back if I send shit home? Oh, I can't go home, okay. I can't retreat. Alright, forwards.
Moving out. Reconnaissance, ready for action. Heavy cab, ready
1,
to roll. Heavy
2,
armors, ready to rumble.
3.
M1 Abrams, warmed up and ready to go. We're combat ready. Copy.
I got fucking trauma about playing MP. I gotta split up more. I don't want to get bombed by a sudden, like, flanker coming and dropping bombs.
Heavy cab, ready to rumble.
I gotta spread out. Here's the campaign. It's a demo of a mission that will likely be part of the campaign, I think. Is what you're seeing.
Solid copy. Moving out. Heavy armor is on the field. Armored transport reporting in.
Philip says, I like how there's just 2 horrible supply units per deck. They're just worse than the basic truck. Yeah. Establish a supply point here. Have a constant flow of ammunition and spare parts to give it a pace.
Reporting in. Bradley fighting vehicle ready. Driver, move out.
And the allies are coming in behind to do that. Our vehicles have active protection systems, so don't hesitate to jump in the middle of the fray. Shock and awe. Bro, I just want some supplies, bro. I don't care about that shit. I just want supplies for my tanks.
Bradley, ready for combat. Abrams, ready to roll. Moving out.
I'm too clustered! I'm gonna get cruise missile or bombed! Oh. No, we are gonna get Medist, whatever that is.
Bradley fighting vehicle reporting in. Someone call for a cab.
Where is it? There it is.
Troop transport reporting in. Moving to shooting position. Already there. Roger. We're on the move. Personal carrier here. Roger. Moving in
A little bit of bullying with APS.
Moving as ordered. Good copy. Next waypoint received.
We do a little bit of bullying. Moving to shooting position. I know, isn't that one of the best lines?
Heavy
Oh.
cavalry ready for action.
Russians detected.
There now.
Deleted.
Heavy cav is on the field. Right here. We're combat ready.
There's more of them around here somewhere. Back, yep.
Bradley, ready for action. Engine off. We stop here. Back pedal, driver.
It's like the smoke temporarily... I'm too clustered! I'm gonna get cruise missile! It's like the smoke temporarily obscured them there, which is interesting.
Driver, backwards. Backwards.
I already would have lost the game if this was an MP match. I would have been cruise missile to hell.
Moving to next waypoint. Back pedal, driver. Brad here. Everybody out.
Everything here. One cab 1500. Not fab. Is it fab?
Bradley fighting
Cab is smart one, I think.
Sir, Roger. Moving out.
Hello!
Driver, move out. Friendly, ready for combat. Armored is rolling out. Friendly fighting vehicle ready. Friendly fighting vehicle, at your orders.
Let's go!
Standing by. Bring us there in 10 seconds. Not
Enemy defense eliminated. Perfect. Keep it the pace, Commander Williams. Just set up resupply points at each checkpoint as you progress. Great!
transport ready.
I like it. I'm getting shot at again.
M1 Abrams warmed up and ready to go. Armored moving out.
Go over here.
Good copy. Next waypoint received. Copy. Relocating. Driving to coordinates. Solid copy. Moving out. Already there. Roger. We're Oscar Mike.
I want M. Shorad. I'm gonna wait till I can get more of them.
Pedal to the
Simon
metal.
Saris has heard there are people breaking arrows in here. There are of a sort. We are somewhat breaking some arrows, yes.
Your eyes
Not a lot of arrow breaking, but a little crumb.
vehicle at your command,
How are you?
sir. Rolling.
You up breaking the arrow?
Roger. We're on the move.
Little BMD over here or something. What was that?
Forward. Moving out. Troop
Oh, little
transport
BMP!
in.
Hello, Modestrelki. Oh, that thing's getting some air! Hell yeah! That thing is going! Oh no, it's not. It's just like hovering above the road right now. I was like, that thing's getting a jump.
Cavalry ready for action. Good
That's
copy.
accurate. BMPs just fucking do that. Yeah, I believe it.
Moving to shooting position. Abrams ready to roll. Heavy
Oh, I'm gonna be so trash at this game when it comes back to MP again. I got so fucking honed on my instincts of being good at this game in MP, and I'm gonna be so fucking trash. Oh, shoot.
ready to rumble. Solid copy. Moving out.
Oh, shoot, shoot, shoot.
Moving to next waypoint.
Alert.
You'd be blind without us.
New 2.00 donation
Oh,
from Pub
shoot.
5000. Hello,
Oh, no.
it is a nice cluster of unit would be a shame if some bomb were too. Bomb it.
Oh, our vehicles have been destroyed. Fab 1500, Fab 5000, please don't do it.
We're in combat. Heavy armor engaged. Heavy cab ready to roll. Combat initiated.
Thank you for your donation, though.
Combat. M1 Abrams here. We're in combat. Recon vehicle is good to go. Bradley here. We're under fire. Driver, move south. Reverse.
Are you facing sideways? I think it's fucking you up.
Troop transport. Standing by. Roger.
Come here, MFers.
Stop. M1 Abrams ready for action. Heavy armor
Okay,
incoming.
go resupply.
Move the fuck out, driver. Full speed. Move backward. Full stop. Glory, go! Abrams here. We're combat ready. Bradley, ready for
Oh, you'll get
combat.
resupplied. Rest of us will go in.
Carrier ready.
Did that ATM just bounce off the ground? I would like to imagine it didn't. That sounds strange.
Drive.
Probably not.
Armored transport, standing by. Moving there now. Already there. Friendly fighting vehicle ready. Roger, we're Oscar Mike. Target coordinates received. Engaging. Moving as ordered. Roger, we're on the move. Abrams, ready to roll. Driver, move out. Full throttle. Get those tracks moving.
Dude, just go resupply that, and then by then we'll be down here, so go down there.
Reconnaissance is good to go. All bullet catchers, disembark. Copy. Relocating.
You can get back in there.
Troop transport ready. Good copy. Next
Have a
waypoint.
little
received.
Bradley off right here. Oh, but mine missed and theirs
Moving
didn't.
there now. Roger, move and secure. Already there.
But I'm gonna Tokyo Drift.
Relocating.
Now you're gonna hit that auto repair shop I don't care about instead.
Moving out. Moving out. Scouts ready.
These scouts have the old and busted javelin. They have the one that only has 1300 millimeters range, I think. Yeah, they're not in range.
Standing by. Friendly fighting vehicle at your orders. Already there. waypoint. Scout team at your command. Pedal to the metal. Roger. Moving to next waypoint.
Keep it coming.
Pedal to
And
the
get off the
metal.
road. Get off the road. Get off the road.
Moving there now.
Oh shit.
Bradley fighting
That thing was out of
vehicle.
APS.
Command, sir.
Now you guys don't have a ride. I'm not going to apologize for this.
Driver, move out. Bradley, ready for action. Heavy cab is on the field. Bring us there in 10 seconds, not 10 fucking minutes.
I love it when javelins
Bradley
work.
fighting
It's very
vehicle
good.
at your command, sir. Copy. Relocating.
That one didn't though. That one got smoked.
Enemy spotted.
Goes out of ammo now.
Defend that position. Roger. Moving out. Brad here. We're combat ready.
Did you also do a corkscrew? I don't
Roger. Moving to next
think
waypoint.
they generally do that kind of thing.
Bradley fighting
But I'm not a US Army soldier, so I couldn't really tell you.
Proposal, sir. Roger. We're Oscar Mike. Brad here. Go ahead.
Oh, you can't pick up their supplies? Rep.
Prepare for transportation. First. Someone asked for a ride? Bradley under fire! Send your orders! Good copy. Next waypoint received. Armored transport.
Phillips is doing tank hunting with jabs because it'll be so fun. Yes.
Engage and destroy. Moving there
Yes,
now.
very much.
Good copy. Next waypoint received. Anti-aircraft here.
Good old M-Shurad. Miss these things. These things are great.
Ready to rumble. Air defense here. We're combat ready. Roger. We're on the move.
Uh,
Back pedal. Someone call for a cab? Personal carrier here. Bradley in combat. Awaiting command. Brad here.
in you go. Your lease has expired.
Transport engaged in combat. M1 Abrams ready for action. Moving out.
We think that might have been fixed iron steel from a brief
Anti-aircraft
bit of
standing.
evidence we saw before, but we're not certain.
Heavy armor is on the field.
But we think it might be better now.
Infantry good to go. Heavy cab ready to rumble. Move the fuck out, full speed. What are you waiting for? Drive. Armor moving out.
Oh, there's enemies on my flanks too.
Bradley fighting vehicle. At your orders. Roger. We're on the move. Armored transport.
Weren't there soldiers here? What happened to the soldiers that was inside you? That's a weird way to say that, I'm sorry.
M1 Abrams.
But what happened to the soldiers that were inside that APC?
Out.
They existed, now they don't.
Bradley, ready for action. Armored is rolling out. Rolling. Driving to coordinates.
Phillips says that the Shred Hellfire is firing frigate too. They should be.
Armored moving out.
They definitely should be.
Bradley fighting vehicle. At your orders. Someone call for a cab? Brad here. Go ahead.
We'll see. I can't pick up the allied supplies, so I'm just gonna work with my own shit.
Ready to roll. Moving to shooting position.
Oh, there's like only one more checkpoint, I think.
Bradley fighting vehicle ready. Already there. Recon team, send traffic. Over. M1 Abrams, warmed up and ready to go. Rolling.
Send the tank platoon forward. Where are the... Oh, the M-Shreds are all fucked up, that's right.
Walking sandbags. Jump out. Bradley fighting vehicle standing by. Anti-aircraft here. At your command. Heavy armor is on the
Blow,
field.
split those tanks up! You're gonna get cruise missiled!
Search and destroy. Armored moving out.
Yeah, he does, Banzer. I love it. Oh, this is bad.
Heavy cab is on the field.
A lot of ATGM. I do love the sounds and presentation of this game, though. They really nailed, like, the sounds and graphics, I think.
Driver, move forward.
Everything's got a real punch to it.
Move out. Driver, reverse. Heavy cavalry ready for action.
Data and information movement thingy. No, I don't think there's any big improvements or, you know, many improvements noticeable from the last MP beta in this slice. I don't think that's the purpose of this slice either. I think this is very much a like, hey, you ever heard of Broken Arrow? No, here's Broken Arrow for journalists kind of demo. So I'm not expecting to see anything new here, really. It's just, like I said, a little crumb for us.
Fucking minute. Abrams here. We're
Oh god, all you fuckers.
Infantry here, standing by. Check a leg. Get those tracks moving. Armored transport, standing by.
What are you doing? You killing everything that moves? Yeah, you're getting them. Alacrita says, let's go. Unsupported tanks charging buildings of GM infantry. Yes! Let's go, laser protection systems, upending everything we know about combined arms. But not so much against all those disposables.
Heavy cab, ready to rumble. Make way. Let's run them over. Move the fuck out, driver. Full speed.
Okay, we're out of APS now on you.
Engaged in combat. Heavy cab, ready to roll. Heavy armor here. We're engaged.
Which means it's time to start using smoke. Oh, there's another set of those fuckers. No!
Driver, halt. Smoke screen deployed. M1 Abrams, warmed up and ready to go. Fast landing assistance. What can I do for you? Heavy cavalry, ready for action. Abrams here.
Alright, you guys can do some shooting. Move into shooting position.
Air defense, ready for action. Roger, we're Oscar Mike.
Some fuckers being annoying there. Checkpoint Echo captured. Finally! Kaliningrad, here we come. The brigade is in motion order ready to go. I give them the order to move immediately. Alright, that's these guys. My flanks are threatened and my troops cannot hold on my own. My defenses around checkpoint Charlie are being probed again. Oh no. Use your troops to assist Williams now. Make sure we keep control of the highway and ensure safe passage to the vehicles of the armored brigade. Ow.
Cav in combat. M1 Abrams here. We're in combat. Driver, move out.
Ow. I'm all out of APS.
Moving out. Abrams here. We're combat ready.
A
Moving
large
in.
enemy group has been spotted on our flank heading towards checkpoint Charlie. Oh no.
Full stop, driver. Friendly fighting vehicle ready.
Send back some of your troops to assist Williams. Keep the pressure on the enemy if you can, but pause the assault if necessary. Our logistic line must be severed. Oh no, I've already won the assault, General.
Vehicle damaged. Requesting maintenance.
Ow.
Smoke deployed. M1 Abrams ready for action. Brad here. Pedal to the metal. Bradley fighting vehicle reporting in. Moving there now. Troop transport reporting in. Moving out.
Let's go back to checkpoint Charlie. I got a little T-72. Look at you. Hey, how come they get a formation move? Hey, wait a minute. I want that. Can I do that? Hey, they're fucking slow motherfuckers move their infantry. I want to do that. That's a T-72 at max speed.
Heavy armor is on the field. Driver, halt. Heavy cav is
Formations is advanced Russian tech.
Roger. We're on the move. Armored transport, ready. Bradley, ready for action. Get your asses in that building. Already there. Roger.
That's true, it would be communistic, you're right.
Brad here. We're combat ready. Already
Very
there.
communistic behavior.
Copy. Relocating.
Oh no! MTV, what are you doing? Jesus!
Personal carrier ready. Roger. We're on the move.
That MTV was destroyed.
Ready for action. Friendly fighting vehicle standing by. Recon vehicle here. We're taking fire. Here's our ride. Let's head in.
That MTV died so you wouldn't get missiled.
Troop transport ready. Pedal to the metal. Good
Collins
copy.
reach checkpoint
Next
Bravo.
waypoint
Very
received.
good. Aha! Ah! New Units spotted. I saw any pair of Apache helicopters provide overwatch. Make sure to call my vehicles to reach this checkpoint. Echo if I gain losses. AH-64. E. Guardian. This is the new Apache. It has 15 natural ECM here. We don't know what kind of specification it's in, what kind of loadout, but it's got 15% ECM, which is quite good. 10 flares, yes, standard. 2400 optics on its own. Yeah, look at that big mushroom on top of the big radar. Yeah, it's got 2400 optics on its own, so it's a recon unit by itself. 20 armor, 15 health. So that's not A10 tough. A10 is 20 health, 15 armor, but 20 armor, 15 health is quite tough for a helicopter. Let's oh, fine. Faster, isn't it? No, I think it's about the same speed, 275. You got Jagum. How does Jagum differ from a Hellfire, do you think? 900 heat pen, 15 damage, 100% accuracy at 2,000 meters, 16 of them for 350. That looks about the same as the Hellfire. I'm not sure how different the Guardian is, but let's get a couple of them. No M lasers. you make me want to play BattleTech.
Air defense, standing by. Right here, we're combat ready.
Also, I guess we're just not getting supplies down here, so okay, that's fine, I'll just drive back. Don't sweat it, guys. I'll handle it.
Armored is rolling out.
Okay, bring me Apaches. Can I see Hellfire stats on the SHORAD? Yes, that's a really good point.
Bradley, ready for combat.
SHORAD is, if this is the same as the Apaches, 2,000 meters. Or 1,800 against ground targets? 800 to 2,000. 13 damage. I wonder if this is the same one as the Apaches normally got. 90 mil heat pen.
Mission ready.
Wait, what? Oh, because it's top attack. It's a different one as well, I guess. Wait, so this... No, this is top attack, but this is top attack with 900 mil of heat penetration.
Troop transport.
Or did I just misread that? No, that's 90mm heat, apparently, which is weird. For a Hellfire, even if it's a top attack Hellfire, that's odd. And it's 13 damage.
Guardian here.
Whereas this is 15, so these two seem better.
Who needs a guardian?
Chris Abbott says, Wiki says that Jagum is the next generation to replace both the Hellfire and longbow missile systems. Oh, there you go.
Flight plan confirmed.
There you go. Now, I want to see if they've done any difference to the helicopters, but I don't think there's anything different in this build, really. Like, these feel about the same as the others, which means I'm going to suspect that there's still a thing in here that they haven't fixed the helicopter movement thing yet. Kill that Resvedka first.
Chopper standing by. Flight path updated.
Kill him! Yeah, fuck you.
Plan received.
So there was a thing
Heading there now.
with this game, the way it works is that when you fly low, you go slower. But there's a thing where if you
Thrusting forward. Guardian ready.
just spam
Moving under radar.
the up and down on helicopters command, you can have high out speed while staying low, which is kind of funny. They need to fix that at some point, because otherwise that mechanic just doesn't make sense.
Flying there now.
Like, have we taken that out? Okay.
Flight plan confirmed.
Like, if I do it again...
Slow. Here we go.
Alright, get him by flow.
High and fast. Treetop level.
And then just
Roger.
spam the toggle, right? Yeah, go down a bit again.
Maintaining cruise speed. Ascending. Flying at max
It's
speed.
silly.
Flying low. The Guardian is in
It's silly.
Guardian
They need to fix that sometime.
Flying to coordinates.
The first time I reported that to them was many betas ago, and I was like, I'm just telling you privately so no one exploits it. But it hasn't been fixed yet, so now I just
Thrusting forward.
talk about it publicly so that eventually, like, everyone knows about it and eventually gets fixed, rather than just, like, people who know about it exploiting it secretly. Ingrid says that you said this game had less micro.
New flight path set.
You got me.
Flying there now.
Next mutable meta.
New flight plan received. Heading there
Kill that BTR. Hellfire, missed it. There we go. Get the magic box of your Apaches.
Heavy armor is ready to rumble. Friendly fighting vehicle standing by.
Guardian, at your command.
Oh, help those poor babies. Get a magic box when they get killed by a single cruise missile.
Flying there now.
Takes at least one large enemy group heading towards checkpoint Echo. Okay.
Coordinates received.
Yeah, I see a Tonka over there. Looks like they're sending everything they have left. Hold tight, Lieutenant. Head back towards checkpoint Echo as you can. Commander, the zombie column must keep moving. He's hoping now we're turning into a gigantic pinata for a tactical nuke. Oh, I see.
Brad here. Go ahead.
Beep beep.
Roger. Moving out. Armored is rolling out. Armored moving out. Roger.
I want RA 66s. Yeah. I believe Comanches were shown as concept art for this game. Not concept, but like as a teased unit for this game ages ago. So that is confirmed, or was confirmed back then as a thing that's coming. And I would suspect those will be in the SOCOM deck.
Moving as ordered.
I think we will get Comanches, which is awesome. First game to make Comanches a thing since, what, fucking... I don't think Warner did them, right? I think it'd be the first as like General Zero or Command & Conquer Generals or something.
New flight plan received.
The loathsome Comanche, so easily forgotten. I didn't forget about the Comanche. I want my stealth helicopter. I want my F-22, but it's a helicopter. Ghost says, with the overkill overrated, it'll be so much easier to get through APS. Yes, it will. It's going to be incredible for us. Boo says, Comanche Predator was completely scrapped out, right? Yes, it's a Wunderwaffe in this terms. It's the US getting the same kind of Wunderwaffe as like the Russians getting armadas and shit like that.
Flight plan confirmed.
Yeah, Comanche was scrapped.
Flying to
They had a prototype, you know, they had prototypes flying, I don't know if there was more than one, but it was never, like, actually put into proper production as a... and in service as, like, a real thing.
thrusting forward. Already there.
But back in the 90s, I tell you what, if you played video games back in the 90s, they were all the fucking rage for the hype about them, you know?
Flying there now.
As far as we know. Yes, of course. Yes, secretly behind the scenes, DARPA has been deploying Comanches worldwide without anyone knowing for centuries, for decades. Ah, fuck it, for centuries. Let's stick with my guns.
Coordinates received.
F-117 Black Hawk breeding program. Incredon says, so a question I always wondered since World in Conflict, I might as well ask a bunch of gamers who like military stuff. Oh, they're ambushing me. Whoops.
Guardian ready.
Incredon says, is how much would a nation nuking its own territory be a risk to everyone goes trigger happy? You need to ask the Ace Combat gamers about that actually, because Belka did it and it worked. Legion says the F-117 is in BA2, so one of the leak images. Well, that'll probably be SOCOM 2 then. All the coolest, most exciting shit's gonna be in the SOCOM deck. Comanche 61 Omaha Beach. It's like the fucking Captain America movies, but instead of Captain America, it's like just a Comanche gets sent back. It's Captain America in reverse. A Comanche gets trapped in ice in 2100 and gets time traveled back to World War II.
On standby.
Unibu says worked. Well, they stopped invading Belka, didn't they? I think that's the mission, unfortunately. That's all. And unfortunately, that's all there is at the moment. So like I said to you guys at the start of the stream, it's a crumb. There's not a lot here for us to gorge ourselves on. There isn't much for us really diehard, famished broken arrowheads to sink our teeth into here. It's literally just an hour and a bit, a crumb of broken arrow. It's almost more of a tease than nothing at all. But that is what is out at the moment. So this is what the press has been playing. Now I've played it too. Appreciate the Broken Arrow guys. And girls and MBs and whoever else is at Steel Balalaika. And all of them at Sliverine as well, at the publishing company. Appreciate them sending this out to me as well. Appreciate being on the list. Fun to play it again. But unfortunately, yeah, there's only a single arrow for now, Snowbun. That's right. There's just the tutorial and that mission, and that's it. That's all we get. I am vacuuming up the crumbs, though, yes. I know we all want more. I want more, too. I very want more. I want more! I want those F-16s over there. I want that forklift. I want my Global Hawk back. Global Hawks are giant when you actually look at them. Bridger says, what about the Easter eggs? There has got to be more content. Unfortunately, there isn't. Unfortunately, everything is locked. We can't even go to the arsenal. We can't do nothing. That's it. So, you know, it's nice to have played again briefly. But there isn't too much to play, unfortunately. And also, as someone who is in love with this game, I'll also say that the single player, like, scripted content like that is, like, not the highest point of the game either, for me. Just because I think I've just become addicted to this game's multiplayer and, you know, playing those matches. And I think there's the two of the biggest things that sold this game for me, make me in love with this game, is optimizing your deck and designing your own deck to be very personal to you, just the way you like it. And then also, in the actual matches themselves against people, trading your units cost effectively, making sure that a unit that you paid 100 for is killing things worth 200 and staying alive, right? And those are two things that you don't get when you're doing the single player mission like that, because you don't get to do your own deck, and you're not really, it's not really the same playing against the AI, because you're not really trading cost effectively anymore. It's just more like the AI has come with its fucking free horde of units, and it will attack me with them, or I will attack theirs, and I will destroy them. It's not really the same thing as like when you're in the MP of this game, and you're like, haha, that motherfucker brought in a 400-point armada, and I just blew it up with, like, you know, 110 points of javelin. Eat shit. You kind of get the same satisfaction. So, I'm still hungry. I'm still very, very fucking hungry. Jennifer says, clearly you need to replay the mission and get the hyper-secret red key unlock, so you can unlock Luigi. I would love nothing more than to unlock Luigi in 2025, Gentle Food. I wish we could unlock Luigi, I really do. But I don't think the Broken Arrow demo here will be helping us do that, unfortunately. Princess says, there's no psychology of the AI, that's right. Sniffer says, sorry, it's been a while, nice to see you still breaking arrows. Thank you. No need to say sorry, Sniffin. Hope you're doing alright. Thank you for the 94-month sub, Sniffin. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. How you doing? But, yeah. I need more. I need more. My stomach literally is, like, grumbling right now, and that doesn't just mean I didn't eat breakfast. That means I need more, everyone. I need more. Legion says, there are a few better feelings than breaking the opposing player's morale rather than his units. Blade is coming to Marvel Rivals? Oh, shit! Hell yeah! I like that. Yeah, I think in the single-player content I've played of this, yeah, I could talk about Baltisque, because Baltisque was the mission that everyone had in the Steam demo. That's the thing, right? Is it's just a completely different ballgame, because I think what this game does so amazingly well in its multiplayer, which is its main mode to me, is it really gives you the feeling of actually being a proper battle, with large, long distances where travel and logistic times matter, and reconnaissance and all that stuff, and air support and artillery, and controlling different sectors of the air of the map with ground units and artillery support and everything, keeping your supply bases going. And you don't really get that in... You don't really get that in the single-player content like that there, because it's just not the same, you know, the AI just kind of has what it has, and you kill it, and it's gone. And in an MP match of this game, it's so cool, because you actually get to see, like, to feel like, oh, I've really fucked up their ability to project power over here, like, now it's going to take them ages to bring new tanks in. Whereas in single player, it's just like, alright, here's new tanks, they come out of the woods. So it's different, you know, it's not the same feeling as a real battle. These little scripted scenarios. Though, I am quite interested to see when this game comes out, they have promised a map editor and a scenario editor. So I will be quite interested to see what kind of scenarios the community comes up with, and if any of them are any good. I think Baltisque was a pretty fun single-player thing to go through, to be honest as well, the Marines mission. Because it's quite long, it has a lot of different sections, lets you do all types of different warfare. And I think, just in general, it doesn't make you really feel like you're on a timer, you can kind of take it at your own pace. Whereas doing the Tank Rush mission there, you know, it definitely... I could play the Baltic Marine mission for like multiple hours and just take my time and sniff the roses. But with this mission, it's very much just kind of like, it's here and then it's like done in 20 minutes. Which is fine. And it kind of makes sense that they did this for what it is, because again, this is a press build. They want to probably do something that's streamlined, quick and easy, so that journalists who you know, have never heard of this game before can get in, see what it's about, write a little review about it. But I'm hungry, and I want more. So, I want more. Duskby just says, I used to be addicted to making armor scenarios, so if the editor for this game is good, I might have a problem. I hope it is too. I hope that we're looking at, like, the golden age of kind of tools here, because I know a lot of games release with, like, you know, they say they release with their tools, and they do, but, like, you still need to, like, learn technical aspects to get into them and use them. Like, they're not, like, very what you see is what you get. And I would love it if what we get with this game is, like, an armor-style situation, where it is just kind of built into the game very well. You just hop in, place units down in the 3D interface, not have to learn Unreal Engine and coding and shit, to make cool scenarios, and just, you know, maybe learn a little bit of scripting and go from there, like how armor works. That would be really cool. I think if you could set up your own scenarios, both for doing your own stories, hopefully be able to put in your own voices and stuff the way they do. And then also if we could do like cool training scenarios and sandboxes, like, hey, you know, I'm going to put on the Steam Workshop F-15 seed practice, and you're going to learn how to use the F-15X to blow up 20 Russian AA pieces without taking a single hit. And you're going to learn how to do it, or you're going to fucking restart the mission and do it again. And that would be cool, you know, like those use map settings style maps of like the StarCraft and Warcraft days. It'd be really interesting, I think. Though I don't think we'll get Broken Arrow Dota, but that would be fun. I would try the Broken Arrow Dota scenario 5v5 if it ever existed. How would you make that? Let's not start thinking about that now. Banjo says mod that pitch shifts all the lines so the meow is easier to hear. IG mod when? I hope the game is moddable easily in more ways than just maps and scenarios, yes. I do hope that we have easy access to really cool conversion mods for this, because I think the engine of this game is incredibly good. And I could very much see some really cool total conversion mods being made for this. Tower defense, surely? Yeah, I mean, they already had a tower defense-y kind of mode in the last beta, which I'm so sad isn't in this one. I'm crumbing. I just want something replayable. I'd take that mode from the last MP beta where you could just play the tower defense mode against the waves of jeeps. I'd take it back. Ah! Alright. So, Gove says Broken Arrow Dota. Everyone gets a hero helo, and you get another pylon whenever you level up. Creeps are inventory and IFVs. You can buy stuff at the base to add more meteor spawns. No, I like that actually, yeah. It kind of be like Dota gun game, where, okay, it's like IFVs and APCs going down the 3 lanes. Ignore jungle for now. You start off as like a really cheap unit, like a striker with machine gun, and as you earn money from laning, you get to upgrade your units. Get to upgrade your unit into new units, I was going to say, so you can become like an Abrams. But what if you had to pick a genre of unit, and then we modded the upgrades? So you could upgrade from M1A1 to M1A1 HC to Tusk to Sep to buying the APS item. I'm not talking about this now. Venture says that's how ranking works in real army. Yeah, that's true. Anyway, guys, I'm fucking Broken Arrow famished. It's sitting right here in front of me. I want to play more of it, but there really is no more to play. That really is it for now. That's it. There isn't any more. So as completely wrong as it feels, like walking away from your child while they're crying, I must close Broken Arrow. I don't know. I gotta close it. It's messed up. I was gorged last time I played this game. If you guys remember, I didn't even play like the last 4 or 5 hours of Broken Arrow on that last day because I'd played it for 2 weeks straight, and I was like, it's alright, you guys enjoyed the last 5 hours without me. I'm gonna go see my wife for the first time in 2 weeks. But I'm famished again. I'm famished. I'm absolutely famished for more. I need more. I need more! But because we don't have more, I'm probably gonna play War Thunder for an hour. Now, I have another game that I'm probably going to try tomorrow, by the way. It's called Norlands? I haven't bought it yet, but I'm going to, I think. Taylor showed me from our Discord. Norland, yeah. And it's like medieval RimWorld. And I know that doesn't sound interesting because I've seen clones of RimWorld on the Steam library, Steam store before. And they're always very like, why did this need to exist to me? It's always very like, okay, like I could just mod RimWorld to only have swords in it. But this one actually looks interesting. In my opinion, because it looks like they've actually designed this game all about this kind of medieval experience, like got a bit of Crusader Kings in it as well. Have a look at this with me, and I think I might try this tomorrow. It looks different enough and cool. I assume we can name people after chatters.
200 years have passed since the end of the devastating religious war. The empire fell, and its former provinces eventually became barbarian kingdoms.
Hooded Horse, baby!
Can your
It's my Hooded Horse!
unite the kingdoms
Published by.
and halt the advance of the Dark Ages?
We're gonna go to church. We're gonna smith. Gonna play the guitar. There's apparently like Crusader Kings. There's fucking, and then there's killing people after you fuck them. There's assassinating and thieving. It's punching people with a goblet. You gotta write shit down so you don't lose your knowledge when you die. No, Hooded Horse the publishers. Although apparently they do both. I think it looks cool.
From this moment on,
Long Jaunt.
history is written by you.
Developer is Long Jaunt and publisher is Hooded Horse. And I think this game looks quite interesting because you can tell just straight away from that that trailer, I think, how much this kind of looks RimWorldy, but it very much is clearly a game designed around its concept. And I know that seems like it should be an obvious thing for all games, but like this very much looks like fundamentally it is very different from anything I think I've played before in how it's laser honing on making something cool like that, right? Like, if we go through here, you can see... Is there any mods? Sadly, I don't know if there's any mods, let alone that. Like, you don't control everyone. You just control, like, the noble family, basically. And maybe some of, like, the higher-up warriors. I'm not sure. And then you only give, like, orders and intentions to the peasantry, right? Which is cool. Instantly, to me, that sounds really fucking cool. And you can kind of see that in that battle system they've got going on, right? Where it's, like, you know... Like I was saying in the example, you're like, oh, I'll do like medieval RimWorld, but then you look at this, it's like, that does not look like RimWorld combat. That looks like they've got this actually really interesting, like, battle system going on, you know? There was a...
Kingdoms.
Like, that actually looks really interesting, like an actual kind of medieval fight. Yeah, and Legion says, I mean, it just looks like RimWorld. While I love RimWorld, they don't have a patent on the art style and top-down view. I completely agree with you. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not saying this game is just RimWorld, but what I am saying is that I've seen a lot of games where I've looked at them and gone, oh, that's just, they're just doing RimWorld with, you know, a different setting. And when I saw this game, it's like, oh no, this very much looks like its own fucking game, which is really cool. That's really awesome. So yeah, you do that, and I've just read this stuff, right, where it's like, okay, so apparently your noble family can infight, there's like all the different kingdoms you're doing diplomacy with, you have knowledge, but individuals learn things from study and so on, and if they die, the knowledge is lost with them, unless you can, you know, write this shit down and pass it along to future generations to learn from. I think that's a really cool concept. That's... you know, you kind of got to, like, scribe the knowledge and shit. That's really cool. And you got your peasants, and you got to make sure they don't revolt and, you know, fucking kill you and shit. It's just really interesting. It's like... There's a lot of shit here I can't imagine doing or modding in another game on their feature list. And it's super cool to see someone making a game like this. I don't think I've played a game like this, but I think I've wanted to play a game like this for a long time. So, I definitely want to check it out. I definitely want to check it out. And I think this is what we'll play tomorrow. I think I'll buy it. How much is it? It's... $358! No, that's the bundle. It's actually pretty expensive. It's $40. I think it looks like it's worth a try at least. If this game doesn't suck, I think it looks like I can make that work. I can do that. So this was probably tomorrow's stream as we're going to try this out. I'm excited. I think it's going to be cool. I hope it's going to be cool. Clanfolk. Yeah, Clanfolk's one of the ones I looked at and did just go, that looks like RimWorld to me. This one, Clanfolk. Yeah, I think this is the one I saw where I was like, you know, I'll just play RimWorld instead. What's that? I'm looking for features that aren't in RimWorld. Oh yeah, that's right. There's like a family tree. I remember thinking that was cool when I looked at this. Like all this shit. It's a baby. But yeah, this is like a great example. This is very much... Oh, they got legs too, I guess. This is very much a game I saw where I was like, that just looks like RimWorld. I'll just play RimWorld instead, right? But the other game I just showed you, Norlands, I think you can see the comparison where I'm like, oh, that's actually awesome. Like, that's very different. So I'm excited. I'm excited to try that. Anyway, we're gonna play War Thunder now. For about an hour or so. HONRNET. HONRNET has been officially confirmed. Coming soon. I sure hope it is.